I have a master lock bike lock stuck in my ear. If I had a key, I wouldn't have a problem. But I started thinking, and most normal people in this situation would freak out and try to find a solution. Not necessarily in that order, but I'm not. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and a lot of shadow work, and a lot of inner work, and a lot of self-discovery, and it boils down to associations and your human emotions and reactions to situations via association. An example would be, you hear a cha-ching, right? That sound effect we've all heard. And we associate that with money. Most people associate it with making money. Some people associate it with losing money. But you hear that cha-ching, and your brain instantly associates that with money. Another example would be like you're driving on the highway and you hear an ambulance siren. So you immediately pull over on the side of the road so that ambulance or police car can go help somebody either in need or somebody doing something bad, for the safety of other people. Now, you can argue that that's what's going on in your brain, that I'm going to pull over the car so this ambulance can go help somebody. You can argue that that's not what's going on in your head. You just hear it and you know you have to pull over. But the argument's invalid because it's your subconscious that's doing the work. Your subconscious is making that association with the sound of the siren and somebody in need of help. And that's why you're actually moving your car over. So, this is Dolly Parton's Bubbling Over vinyl. One of my favorites in my vinyl collection. Now, I have not listened to this in months. Something that was like an every weekend or every other weekend little ditty that I would put on, I haven't dropped the needle on in months, because the person who gifted me this vinyl that is so special to me is now gone. And me hearing this album is associating my memories with that person. And emotionally, that's something that I didn't think I could handle. But once you start recognizing that certain things evoke associations, and you just go on an involuntary rampage, or you just break down, or your complete numbness, it's all in the same realm of association. And what you associate with that noise, like music for instance, or if a smell and that triggers a memory of something, that's an association. a lot of the times you feel as though you can't control that, right? Like if you smell a perfume that your grandmother used to wear, or the smoke of a cigar that your grandfather used to smoke, and it just triggers this emotion, and it almost instantaneously brings you back to being a kid at your grandparents' house, and you're just in that moment overcome with emotion when all it is a neighbor outside smoking a stogie, or somebody who walks past you in the mall wearing a discontinued Estee Lauder perfume, and you don't have control over how you react because of that association. I've struggled with things like that in many different ways and aspects, and I have really been concentrating on that consciousness to recognize and reprogram. The person who gifted me this might not be in my life, but this vinyl, physically, this is a physical, three-dimensional, real, tangible item. This is in my life, and the sounds that used to echo out of the speakers from this vinyl, I would associate with emotional turmoil, but I have control, and I'm reprogramming. And for the first time in months, I am going to listen to this vinyl today. So yes, I have a bike lock stuck in my ear, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about it, but when I would initially be freaking out, or looking up online, or trying to find a locksmith or something, when I would normally be doing that, I'm not, because I'm reprogramming myself, that I feel a relative nothingness to this, because I know that I'm going to be able to handle it. And once you can consciously recognize that, and recognize the associations that you have, consciously and subconsciously, once you recognize that, you're able to harbor it and control it. It is so freeing that it's almost dangerous.